Alrighty then. Now we should be having YouTube live right now. So tempo was like I said, guys. I got you. I got what you guys up to. Now I got YouTube. So again, let's try to put Facebook on and let's continue the conversation we have with tempo and do what we got to do there. All right, so now we have Facebook Live. So YouTube, Facebook, Tempo. What's going on, everybody? Thank y'all for joining this conversation, and welcome to another installment of Project Open Mic. Now, like I said before, we're going to be talking about some topics today. So I want to talk basically about two topics. That's basically it, and we'll run through the gamut of all that stuff. Now, I had an interesting conversation with somebody, and I always say this on what Project Open Mic is. I've said it before, and I'll say it again just in case anybody doesn't catch on to it. I want people to have a conversation. Again, we're not going to all agree on everything. I said it before. You're not going to agree on everything. I understand that. I know you're not going to agree on everything. That's just how things work. I get that. We're not going to agree on everything. But, let's have a conversation. Not a shout match. Not going crazy on certain things. Let's just conversate. Have a conversation. Let people hear. I let people hear what you got to say. Okay, there are going to be certain little facts there and there that are going to be twisted. But hey, we don't need to have a debate. We got a conversation. That's what Project Open Mic is. And there's going to be more and more of that. I'm working on a trail to show you guys what we're coming up with. And it's not going to be politics and everything. I don't want to bombard you with that. This is me getting my, get into my situation. What up, people on Facebook? Thank you for joining. Situation. So I just want to show people that stuff. It's not going to be all politics. We're going to talk about relationship. We're going to talk about, all kind of other stuff. Working hard. Give you little hips, tips. It's going to be all that in Project Open Mic. So it's not going to be all that. And I have, like I said, I really do have a diverse people from all politics, creeds, races, everything that's going to be, and you will see that in the trailer. So I'm working on that. Hopefully you guys see it and hope you guys help out. If you guys feel that you want to help out, again, I'm not asking for much because it does take time and power to do all this stuff. I mean, like I said, $1 a month, I have no problem with that. But of course, I will do that with the. I will gladly do that with the. With the Patreon and stuff. I have nothing set up yet, but 2019 Project Open Mic is going to go full up with what's going on with everything. So, with that said, I want to talk about two main topics today. One is basically one is the power. Why we need to stop giving certain people power, but I'll explain it out better. Not certain people, because people will think, oh, I'm talking about a party. No, my thing is both parties. You don't give both parties this kind of power. But I'll explain and let you hear what people have said in that. And also with that, we'll take a trip back in the past so you can hear what certain people say. And there's a reason why that person got killed, but we'll go with that, okay? But I want to show something different here. I want to let's talk about some shootings that's been happening. And I want to get up to date because thanks to a person who I talked to on Facebook, he did tell me to check something out. And it's, again, I have no problem going to check out news reports and finding stuff. I try to find the best information. I'm going to be 100% correct all the time. No, and that's why I said I had to have a conversation with a lot of things with you guys on Facebook and on YouTube, on Tempo Live. So, again, the chat's open on Tempo Live. The chat's open on Facebook. Oops, I forgot to put the chat open on, not Tempo Live, on YouTube. Goody, how am I gonna do that? I need to put the chat open on Facebook. Ugh, that's gonna be sucky right there putting it that way. But I got to because I need to see what people are talking about. Give me a second. I do not want a mic spike. So give me 1 second. I forgot about this. Yeah, I'm still getting used to this whole thing. I really am. Give me a second. Let me go to that video. Okay, all right. So I have that, and I want to bring up the chat. There we go. Okay, so again, anybody on Facebook, if you guys want to put stuff in the conversation, if you want to add to the conversation, go ahead. I have no problem with that. And again, I have no problem having a conversation with people, having a one-on-one, talking about stuff, because it's an evolving thing. So anyway, so let's talk about the shootings, because there's a contrast between the shootings, between what's happening in Dallas and Portland, and what I've seen. And I want to make sure I'm clear on this. Now, oops, take that, because I don't want it. Like I said, I don't want it to be spiked. Okay. All right. So let's talk about what's going on with this. So there was a shooting in Portland, and there was a shooting in Dallas. There was another shooting in Dallas just happened just recently, and it was a black on black. Kid killed a 19-year-old kid, a 16-year-old girl. Sorry that happened. It's messed up. And at least they got the perpetrator, and I just hope that they get the justice that is deserved, because, like I said, he shot her in the head, and that's sad. So I'll RIP to my hearts and go for the family, for what's going on and what happened. But the shooting I'm talking about is the shooting with Amber Geyer. So give me a second. Let me bring up all the stories. So I have, okay. So we have that, and then we have this. Okay. Amber, the shooting in Dallas is Amber Geyer, and then the other one is in, let me see, in the shooting is Patrick Kimmons. All right, Captain Kimmons is in Portland, and the other one is in Dallas. That happened. So today was the funeral, and today was the funeral for the guy in Dallas. And for him, and my heart goes out to the family of Botham and Jean. They're from St. Lucia, and even people also had funeral at the same time, vigil and funeral at the same time in St. Lucia. So my heart goes out to the family that this happened, because this was a really, really crazy scene. And it's crazy. And I gotta tell you right now, this is where I'm getting this from, of course, is the local news in Dallas, Texas, the Dallas Chronicles and News One in Chronicles. So you could read this if you want to go read what is going on. But I want to also point out that when you see all the stuff that the other news they have, they're like, oh, again, the 16-year-old girl got shot. 7 cops just got shot in South Carolina. Like, it's crazy both ways, and it's just ridiculous. But let's get into what I want to talk about really here. So this is what I want to talk about. This shooting that happened September 6th, a month ago, and it still cannot bring up the toxicology for Amber Geyer. Now, she has been fired. Thank you. It took you long enough, but they've been fired. And the latest news as of today, like I said, they put the body to rest, put it to funeral. But there's still amount of questions surrounding the police killing of an innocent black man in his own apartment. Has been piling higher and higher since the suspicious shooting in the Dallas-Fort Worth last month. Not only have multiple search warrants have been reportedly not executed, which is messed up, it should be, but the transcript of the 911 allegedly made by since fired police officer Amber Geyer after she shot Botham Jean has been suppressed by the city. That's kind of weird, city, Dallas. Suppress. It's kind of crazy. But perhaps lost amidst all some folks having suspect that the massive cover-up by law enforcement to protect one of their own is the fact that Geyer's toxicology has also not been released to the public as of this Monday morning. Again, you know how the news go. News goes back to whatever it is. So, Monday morning. That the month after he was allegedly shot, she submitted a blood test following the shooting at September 6th. So again, this is October 9th now. Way beyond that. Way beyond that. Okay? After all circumstances surrounding the shooting certainly suggested that Gaia very well could have been under influence of an intoxication. Her reported implausible reason for mistakenly entering Jean's apartment, which was on a different floor, different color of the door from where she lived, because she was confused because she confused his unit with her own and bore the hallmarks, either drugs or super intoxicated. Okay? Again, I was saying, the toxicology report is a typical painful slow to be released, at least it seems that the way since they have it seems the way they can be many times offered urgent importance that could be proven in a private part of an investigation, especially involving a death. That is true. Once again, I'm just reading. Now, while it seems like Gaia report has taken excruciatingly long, the truth of the toxicology report are rare, and if ever read this quickly. As you just stated before, some of the test takes days, weeks, or months. Toxicologist Al Hal told News One. Okay, I'm getting against that. News One. That was true. Such of a high-profile death of most of those of Michael Jackson and Kanye West's mother, which took months to be released. Okay. Well, one thing is really toxicology, to say, but there are opportunities to expedite the process, according to CNN, which previously reported that some evidence gets rushed to the top of this because of upcoming court date and because it might shed light on ongoing investigations. In the case of Michael Jackson and Kanye West's mother, we were looking for a drug that's normally not being used. But in the case of Amber Gaia, we should be looking for simple drugs to corroborate that she was intoxicated, which is marijuana, cocaine, crack, alcohol, which doesn't take that long. Again, says Aaron Hall from Aaron Hall that also told News One report. So it's weird because you would think that you could tell if she was drunk. Again, as you just said, drunk, marijuana, crack, cocaine. Those doesn't take that long. In the Michael Jackson case, they were looking for, I forgot it was the guy. They call it elephant tranquilizer, the milk, which is crazy. It was hard. They were looking for something that they never looked for. That was in most crimes. It's like the way that I read that sentence makes sense. It makes sense to me, of course, but the way that I'm going to point out like what Alan Hall is saying is, yeah, normally we look for those stuff all the time because that's the investigation. We always go to see if they're full of cocaine, crack, juice, all the other stuff. But if in specific cases like those, which they're right, it is you're looking for a specific drug, and you gotta look around and see what you have in it. So that makes sense. That's why those took so long. Because remember, Michael Jackson was because again the tranquilizer, and Kanye West's mother was about the plastic surgery with Botox and all that stuff, and she was a little crazy with that. Okay. It seems as if it was decisively not happening in Dallas. For Gaia's toxicology report, especially since the officials have seen withholding key information surrounding investigations while publicizing negative details about Jean, the victim has promoted activists and Jean's family alike to suspect the worst. And I have to say, they do have to suspect the worst in that regard. Oh man, my nose is itchy. I can't believe I have an itchy nose right now. Anyway, so, and it was a bad smear campaign. Gaia was already given just about 3 days of the following the shooting before she was arrested, long enough to craft an alibi that has been changed multiple times. I'm gonna get to my point when I'm doing this. I'm gonna give you up-to-date stuff because I'm gonna say what I gotta say. Now, after being arrested and given relatively a weak charge of manslaughter instead of murder, she's seemingly been given additional time to perfect her defense on shooting that was entirely avoidable and appears indefensible. Okay, so that's what that is. So we'll talk about. So that's Brothman Jean's case in Dallas, and you hearing what's going on. Okay, so let's go to Patrick Kimmon's story. All right. Portland authorities allow a small group of you know what? It'll sound wrong. I don't want to. I'm gonna tell you. I'll just read it because I don't want to sound like I'm skipping out something. But Portland authorities allowed a small group of Black Lives Matter and Antifa to take over the busy streets of downtown Portland over the weekend when they were redirected traffic and bully drivers as it wasn't the first time. So. The protest was about the shooting death of Patrick Kimmons, 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 who was fatally shot by the police officer after being involved in a gang-related shootout that left 2 people wounded on September 30th. And this is from the Portland, that's again local media, Portland J Media. And also from Oregon Live, KBS, CBS 12. Again, local stuff. I mostly try my best to get local news than national because it's just, ridiculous. But I digress. Let's keep on going. The officer, according to Oregon Live, the police officers reacted with a deadly force when they saw Kimmons turned towards them, headed their way holding a gun. The officers yelled commands, and fired at Simmons with their handguns, striking him in the upper torso and leg. Between the sergeant and officer, there was 10 to 12 shots that were fired. The body cam shows that Kimmons was running towards the cops, brandishing a gun, as the cops came out and said, "Put down a weapon, freeze," multiple times. Dozens of protesters, including members of Kimmons' family, marched through downtown Portland to the parking lot where the shooting occurred and protested the demand of police accountability. "We are not here for a riot. We are here for justice," says Charles Kimmon, a family member. "We need to fight this all the way to the end. These cops need to be locked up." Oregon Live non-charity reported that some of the members of the groups decided to block busy streets near the parking lot, but directed traffic around the demonstrations as if it was over and that the street was completely normal and acceptable to do these things. As reported to Oregon Live, there are a couple witnesses in a gang-related shooting of Patrick Kimmons. One, of course, is a homeless man. So a homeless man, and others were part of the gang affiliate that also got arrested in the gang-related incident. Let's see here. Let's see. First video shows self-appointed traffic cops. Oh, poor protesters. That poor. Sorry, the poor protester. That the video incident in the second tweet below shows the first video that a self-appointed cop was dealing with the confusion and annoyed motorists, mostly without incident, but with a lot of f-bombs, bullying, intimidation, accusations of white supremacy. Both videos were shot in Portland area. Videographer Brandon Farley. All right. Let me read some. Let me see. All right, and then it goes into what happened on Sunday. So, okay, and I'll read the rest of this because I'm gonna talk about something right now. Okay, this is what I want to talk about. Now, a person asked me, and also a person I used to, or I talked to, who wanted to date or whatever, and it didn't work out. It just is what it is, and it is what it is. But I remember when they perfectly told me, said this, that I should, when I'm doing stuff, because she's heard me do radio shows and stuff, she said I should stand up for our people. And I'll say this to anybody out there. I asked us willingly and said, our people, what are our people? She said black. And I said no. The reason I said no, because I don't go down like that. All right. That's why I have you're going to see so many different faces when I do the trail, and also talking on Project Open Mic on YouTube and anything else. My people are any color of people, black, white, Hispanic, Asian, Middle Eastern, whatever, that does good. Okay. I don't care what sex you are. I don't care what you are. If you do good and you don't put no harm to nobody, you don't steal, you don't hurt, you don't harm nobody, you're my people, because we do need a functioning society to live our lives. We don't want chaos. We don't want disorder. It's just that this needs to be shown that we could come together. What's going on? Because a lot of people always think multiculturalism, and I said it again, you go to your history, multiculturalism has never worked. Never has. Multi-ethnicity has. It has. Some parts, America is a good example, good or bad as people want to call it, but it has. You go to other countries, they got a couple. London, England, a little bit, and some places in South America and in Central America, but not to a degree. But again, that's how that works. But culturalism has never worked. If you go to a lot of other countries, you're really gonna see how that really works out. But again, that's how people sees it. Me, I'm blessed. Thank the Lord, I don't get hurt. I don't do stuff. I know this is even dangerous doing what I'm doing, but hey, it is where it is. So, but like I said again, my people does not mean that I'm black people. Sorry, because I've seen some black people hurt some black people. Just like if you go and you go Google the Portland riot that happened this Sunday, you see black people being black people, because they're not their type of people. See, that's my whole point. That's crazy. That is crazy. And the funny part about this, the Mayor Wheeler, wrote an op-ed into the. He wrote in not he wrote. Sorry, it was recorded in. It was put in Wall Street Journal that he doesn't care about what's going on with the thing. Let me see if I can find that and give you. Where would that be? So I want to make sure I give it, because I'm gonna get to my point. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I just want to make sure I have. That happened. Huh. Okay. I want to give you what he. And I want to spike the mic. Let me see here. Punch this up. This is an article. Come on. Let's see here. And I will play some of the clips from the Portland thing. So let me just see. It's a Wall Street Journal. Okay, yeah, Wall Street Journal. I'll give it again. October 9th, U.S. edition. So you can click on this, and if you want to go look at your Google, this is what it is. Anarchy breaks out in Portland, and Mayor Wesley give the anarchy their blessings. That's kind of weird. That is the article. He gave the blessings for the anarchy that was happening in his own city, and basically told the cops to stand down. Wow. So you could threaten people, do people bad, whatever, but to stand down. Oh, okay. Now let's do the. So I'm gonna put this again right here, saying this. So if you come into me to unity, there's some unity I could preach. I will help any kid who's in the ghettos, any kid who needs help, or stuff like that. But sometimes when you get to old age, you sit in your ways. There's a difference between black people and niggly bears. I've said that, and I'm gonna keep on saying it because, again, I'm not against anybody coming to the table to talk. But when I can't bring a unity together, when a certain part of the people keep on destroying what we're trying to build, or doing things that they should not be doing just because they wanna, okay? I can't. People always say, "Oh well, there's generational poverty." Okay, there's generational poverty. You know, and that's to kill me. You know, if you look what your mom, your dad, your family do look what they did, and if you think they're not living the greatest life, you know, because the man's holding them down, whatever. But I'll just get into my point. How about you do not do what your family before you did? I just turned, for people on Facebook, I just turned birthday. My mom is not generational poverty or whatever. We came from a different country and was poor, yes. But I am blessed I came to this country, and people say, well, you got lucky and everything. Yeah, I'm blessed that I got lucky, that I got a chance to come from a very poor country, very spot where I was poor, came to this country, work hard, travel around the world, help people as much as I can, do music that I never thought I'll ever do. That was never having my own company. Having my own company, where I never thought that would happen, but it did. God bless it, it did. But the one thing I could tell you is I worked at it. I had chances, as you can see. Not married. Nobody got married or nothing, because you know what? Because every time I came close kind of twice, but I see certain things, whatever. That's a different story. But I was like, I've seen the statistics. I look at certain things. I'm not going to do that. If you don't do certain things, majority of the times, you're not going to get in trouble. But I digress that part. But I still separate that. But you see, I can't help that. If people want to keep on doing trashy things and doing horrible things, it's like the black people that I like and cool with, we're building up a dam to store the water for a rainy day. They're the ones sticking the holes in the walls, and I was making it break down. They're basically a little cancer cell. We need to cut. That's why I say I separate. I'm sorry, y'all don't like it. I say what I said, and I'm not gonna say I didn't change my mind. I could change my mind on certain people depending if they have the fault. But I only help people who want to help themselves. I've been burned by many people who say they want to help, and then they're like, oh well, you know. And the next thing you know, they're back in the same trouble, and they keep on coming back. And some of them call, and funny enough, some of them call me names. I'm like, oh wow, because I didn't help you again. You're calling me the N-bomb. Oh, good job, black man. Good job. You stand up for what it is. It is. You want to have multiple kids by certain people, and then I'm trying to help you, and you call me that. Again, that's a specific case, but I don't like that. I try to help you, and you do me that. Well, good job, sir. Good job. Here's the difference I'm talking about. So we could keep going to the next topic. I'm going to read you the protesting that's happening on the Dallas shooting and the Portland shooting. The Dallas shooting has protesters, but you know what? They marched the street. I'm going to play it here. They marched the street. You see here. And they marched the street. And you know what they didn't have? A lot of Black Lives Matter not down there. Kind of weird. That was kind of weird. Most of the people, St. Lucia Times, Jean family pleads the local support. Pastors, supporters have faith in Johnson change charge Gaio with murder. There's not that many people on the protest on the street in a court district for the court district in Dallas. Pastor prays for the Bowman Jean family on his birthday. Frank Clowley, activist, local activist for Dallas, at the court building, asking for the toxicology for the mother. And I got nothing against that. Justice for Bothman Jean, a St. Lucian activist group. Well, there you go. 173,000 signature petition delivered, calling for the murder charge of Officer Gatta and asking for the toxicology. That's the way it's supposed to be. Oh. So, like I said, pastors, we come here for peace and whatever. See, like I am looking through several Wall Street Journal, New York Times, New York Post, all kind of different things. Like I always say, look at different sources. So I'm looking at different sources of everybody's videos and tweets of what's going on with Boltzmann stuff. Civil, they didn't take down on streets. They didn't do nothing. And here's the thing: the mother. Let me talk about this. God bless the mother and the father. They came to America to, of course, their boy. Sorry for that happening. But you know what happened? She asked for the toxicology report, which is a smart thing that she did. And she basically just been asking that and has been quiet and just strong but quiet. Okay? Strong but quiet. All right. Most of the videos you have here are basically in church, and the ones on the street, of course. Okay, they singing a song. There's about 200 people here. That's good. See, that's the kind of protest I could get behind. Quiet, civil, I mean, I ain't gonna say quiet, but civil and not doing crazy stuff, right? And Bothman, I should say, sorry. I don't like that the Dallas Fort Worth police don't do this now. I don't like that the Dallas Fort Worth police try to do a smear campaign, which is correct in the news I just read, with News One, that he had a weed in his apartment. Still, a cop went to his house and shot him, and again, the story has been changed multiple times. So I think Gaia should be she should go to jail, and also, you know, she should go to jail because again she lost a job. Yeah, you did wrong, lady. I don't care what people say. That one more, you just went to somebody else's apartment and shot them, and your story is basically you went there, you saw the door open, you tell them to stop, you shoot, but not your apartment. You say it's your apartment. You said the door was open. Those are, I mean, who would leave their front door open like that? I don't know, but okay. And I respect, again, my respects to the St. Lucian mother and father and the family for being respectable. Angry as hell, you should be, but respectable. Okay. Well, that's Brothman. And even I gotta give this right here to Frederick Patrica, which is a activist, and that's the person who I just played a video of, saying it's funny that we have not gotten the national media involved in this. I'm just reading what she said because she's down there and she's saying she can't get the national media down there on this. Of course, national media at the time was all about Brett Kavanaugh and all the bull crap, but let's talk what it is. So, Kavanaugh confirmed Saturday. This happened Sunday. Now, let's go to the Portland style of the story. Now, let's finish up the rest of the stuff. Because here's the thing. The mother of Kimmons, when she was out of hospital, she was throwing chairs and stuff all around. Yeah, people say, well, it's angry. Well, the other woman didn't do it. And you're doing that. And she's basically calling for a riot. Oh, good job, ma'am. Good job. Good job. Because you just said, quote, I'm going back to the beginning part when it said, we're not here to riot. We're here for justice. That's what it said. Okay, but you were throwing stuff in hospital. Okay. Well, let's play. Give me a second. And as everybody's looking at this, but also they said they were beating up black people and white people. But let's play a little bit from Portland, shall we? You would freaking Wall Street Journal. Golly. Sorry, they got the little ads. I'm trying to mute it off. All right, let's hear what happened in Portland Sunday. It was peaceful, not a riot. Come on, Wall Street, don't be acting stupid now. Okay. Why are you? Yeah, sure. That's a freaking. Just play the daggone. Really? Oh my goodness. Okay. You're telling me this now, but I guarantee you. Basically, the video was taken from Twitter and it's acted from Wall Street Journal, the link, and it's just right now, it's already buffered through. For some reason, it does not want to play now after I just watched the ad, just so you guys don't hear the ad. Let's reset and see what happens. Refresh. Wow. Sometimes you try to do this professionally as best as you can. That's a one-man crew here. Really? It's that. I apologize, people. Like I said, the link was set up to go from Twitter. Twitter don't want to do that. I mean, the only thing I do is Google. Well, why not just Google? Let's just Google it, Google and see what happens. Portland riot, and see if I get it through that way. Cause that is crazy. It's buffed. I don't. Okay, come down. Let's see if this works anyway. All right. Well, technical difficulties happens. I can't. I'm trying now. I went straight to YouTube, and now YouTube is glitching down, and I know for sure. Or it's now YouTube is saying, "Oh well, you have high traffic now." Seriously, on Tuesday. You said basically they know what they're trying to do, man. Yeah, it is weird how that's set up now. So Twitter don't want to play the thing. YouTube don't play it again. I have high speed internet, like super high speed internet, except for I don't have what do you call it? I don't have and I'll have to take that out. I don't have oh, that's weird how that happened there on Facebook. They're on to you. Yeah, they could be on to me. Even right now, like on my Facebook, it's like slowing down as well too. Dang. So everything has slowed down. Really, that is awesome. All right, you want to play that game? I'll do the old-fashioned way. Let me see if I could code break it and drop it so I could play. Let's see. And see how long does it take to code break it. If it does take a long, then no. So what? So YouTube and YouTube and Twitter just acting awareness. Jeez. And this is what they call future of technology. You're correct about that, sir. It's the future technology. You try your best. And it ain't the rig because the computer works very well. Oh man. So the download is no problem. It's just YouTube acting the way it is. That's man. Okay. That's the case is, like I said, I'm gonna do it we gotta do it this way since they wanna throw that one that way. So again, so sorry about that. I apologize. Oh. Oh my goodness. So even downloading and code breaking the thing, it still runs slow. Whatsoever. And so when it code break, it takes in the speed that it comes in. That is so weird. That is so weird. Huh. Okay, let's do a test then. Let's do a test to see something. That's weird. Wow. You're right about that, Trip. Future technology, all right. Like I said, I apologize for this. Should not be, really shouldn't be like this, but for some reason it is. Display. This is just ridiculous. I can't believe this, literally. Power. Now I'm trying to figure out anywhere this could so display power. Yeah, I thought it was. It's on high power, so it's just going on right now between is going on between YouTube and Twitter. According to YouTube, it's high power. It's high user rate right now. So that's what's slowing down the video from thing. It's weird. It's already buffered. It's already buffered. Let me see if I could. No, that won't. That will not work. Let's try again and see how the video is. Nope, still. And that's so weird that when okay, I'll just tell a story and hopefully we get past 9 o'clock, whatever the thing YouTube and Twitter is going through, that you can't play the dang on video. So basically the problem was at the right, they said they don't want no riots, they said they're here for justice, but then they blocked off the street push people in certain ways on the street, and attack people's cars and beat up again black and white people. So they make no difference. One of the most famous videos was a white man, but I wanted to play the riots from, as you can say, I just played. It's weird, like I said, I just played Twitter just a while ago with the other one showing that what their protest was, which was you hear the music, you do everything, but this one is not playing. So they basically pushed. There's a guy who just whatever, and it pushed him across. Pushed him. Change him direction. Of course, the cops are there, and cops did not do nothing. Of course, guy did nothing, but then they start kicking, thrashing, and banging on his car. And because of how it is, like I said, I wanted to play the audio, but for some reason the audio don't want to work. So I will go to the. I will have to go to the. I'll have to go to sit back to that same shoot the Portland thing again that I had, and read the because they did have to read this. Let me see. Read what they have. At least the Portland media does have a count by count. I wanted the audio of it, of course, but they have the count by count. So let's go with this. I'm not gonna. Let's hope that the other videos I want to play does good because this is ridiculous. So the protection. So according to Oregon Live, nonchalantly reported that some of the members of the group decided to block busy streets near the parking lot, but directed traffic around the demonstration as they were taking over the streets, and completely normal and acceptable thing to do. Protesters mixed with traffic, mostly without incidents, but reporters of Oregon Public Broadcast and KATU TV said that a driver struck a protester near the Justice Center and drove away. The protester was not surrounded or injured. The poor protester. But the video, oh wow. But the video, and that's what I'm trying to play it, which is sad. I mean, you're not gonna see it, but you could go check it out again. That's what I'm trying to play it. But the video from the incident showed that didn't happen in the first. The video self-appropriate traffic cops dealing with the confused and annoying motorists, mostly without incident, but with a lot of f-bombs, bullying incidents, accusing people of white supremacy. I think I read it before, and a video shot by a Portland area videographer by Fairly. Okay, so I did read it before, but I'm reading it here. Just go away! A female agitator barks at the driver. When he asks why, she fires back, because I told you so. Yeah, you little white effer. A belligerent compatriot who is white himself. I gotta see who wrote this article. There's a white woman, Deborah Henning, who's also white herself. White herself. You are effing whitey, aren't you? He taunts. Get the F down the road. The woman insists the motorist, who was visiting from North Carolina, go the way she was directing him. She explained to him impassionately that he's blocking traffic. Wait. You're blocking traffic, not she's blocking traffic. Even though the protesters, of course, were the ones blocking traffic. Of course. That's weird. Noticing the man had a North Carolina license plate, the foul-mouthed protesters call him a white supremacist. You guys are white, doing opposite to what it is, whatever. Go back to North Carolina where you come from. We don't need your KKK in Portland, Oregon. The man shouted. While the infused motorists while the flustered motorist speaks with someone on the phone about his awkward predicament, the camera pans on the police officer standing nearby doing absolutely nothing, probably on orders from the mayor of the city, which he requested in the thing that he did that. Friggin' hell. Again, come on. Can I play it? Twitter, come on. Can I play? Of course. Okay. Freaking Twitter don't want to play. Like I said, both Twitter and YouTube is weird. But just stop, because you're not gonna let me play it. One of the plucky female drivers lashed out at the protester towards the end of the video, telling them, "I pay my bills, so shut the F up." Okay. In a clip, an elderly man tries to get through the crowd, through the protesters, who then surrounded his car and screaming and beating on it. One of the aggregators goes down momentarily, but jumps back to rejoin the fight. The mob crashes the man and beat on his car as he tries to get away. You know the sad part about this too? And the man's driving a freaking one of the drivers is driving a daggone Toyota Prius. You would think, hey, I'm on your side. If I'm whatever, again, that's how it works out that way. So it is what it is. So, all right. I wish they could let me play the audio so you guys can hear it for some reason. During the earlier protests, the protesters also allowed to block the streets and redirect traffic. BLM and Antifa protesters found themselves being heckled by that homeless man. Oh my goodness. This is just ridiculous what's going on. All right, I can see more. I wish I could play the daggone audio. Why are you doing this to me? But I can't play the audio. Anyway. I don't give a F what his name was. He's gone. He's gone. This is no matter of ours. I came up here just for a vacation. I have nothing to do with what's going on here. While the people are banging and flashing on his car. Oh, good job. Great job. Great job. Yeah, I like it because they told a homeless man he has again, I can't play damn video. He has he's a homeless guy and he has white privilege. For a homeless guy, if that's white privilege, damn, I don't know what's going on with that. But cops say they have, and again, reading basically what I read before, the cops have several witnesses, a couple of people who are gangbangers. It could be the people on the opposite side of the gang who's telling the guy this was at 3 o'clock in the morning that this altercation happened, and he shot 2 wounded people, and one of the people who got shot wounded say that he shot them. So, and again, remember, so far, the body cam show that he was running towards the cops. The cops told him, put the handgun down and freeze. He kept on running towards them, so they shot. Well, again, camera shows that. Again, I wish I could play the damn video. But my point of saying this was saying this, both these things, was because this is just how crazy it is. You saw 2 different sides, and Black Lives Matter is there, and the news media is there. But for the other guy, they're not there, and that's what's happening with this situation. So it's just crazy how that worked out. Let me see something here. %, man, 20%, not 4%. So like I said, I can't play the audio, so I'll have to basically do something else, of course. This is stupid. Like I said, I apologize for that. I think the best thing I could do, temps and YouTube and Facebook, because technical difficulties, and I try my best to do this. I didn't know that this was a peak time in my area for YouTube and Twitter to kind of be that. I didn't think that, being that this is Tuesday night on 9 o'clock. But I'll have to do a part 2 on this, because I might have to gotta download all these videos to play the audio that I want to hear for the second part of the video. So I apologize, Facebook and everybody else. I'll reset this up and see what I could do, if I could do this in the next 15 minutes and see what I could pull down. Like I said, I don't want to. I gotta, maybe best thing I think is best to do is just set up a profile differently and have dump those videos there so I could use them for audio later on and stuff like that. So I apologize on that remark of that, because the second part, which is basically why I named this video "Stop Giving Them Power," I want to explain these things out to people so they know what's going on. So, and since YouTube is acting like that, I will have to write down my stuff right here. And this is, like I said, so unprofessional, so not gonna be. I'll reset this up once again, and then I will just keep an eye out for this, because none of my stuff is, none of YouTube is doing that. So I'm gonna reset and see what comes up with this stuff. All right, so part 2, and basically we'll be barely be out understanding why you shouldn't give them power, and I apologize for that. So let's shut this down, start over again. This, and again, but I want to end with this to the Gene family again. Rest in peace, Brothman. I feel sorry that this happened. I hope you really do get justice with Emma Guy. She should be. That's, even the toxicology will bring it down a little bit, but I think that she should go to jail. More specifically, because again, you went, your story has changed many times, and that should happen as well to what's going on there. And for the people who got hurt up in Portland that didn't do not a damn thing, I'm sorry that happened to you. That's crazy. But that's when the mob rules gets a little crazy, and everybody needs to understand that. So I apologize for all that stuff, and I wish you guys the best. And come around next time, guys. Like I said, I'm gonna bring this up right as quick as I can once I get all these videos down, so you could hear the audio without no problem, and we could talk about the next part of this, which is why you should not give them power, part 2, but it's really part 1, really. So let's do that. Catch you in the next 15 or 20 minutes. Let's see how long it takes. Again, I apologize deeply. Sorry about that. Bring the broadcast back again.